What's up, friends? I wanted to make an update on my drone video about the Palisades Fire drone pilot that launched his drone and hit one of the Super Scooper planes that were on loan from Quebec and damaged the plane. The plane had to land and it was out of commission. There were a ton of comments. My video went kind of crazy in the drone communities and in the flat earth community for some reason, but that's neither here nor there. I wanted to clear some things up and give a little bit more context because we now know who that pilot was. So in my original video, I had said that it was probably a recreational flyer, probably not a Part 107 pilot, probably someone that didn't have their trust certificate, which if you don't know what a trust certificate is and you are flying drones, you should probably look that up because you need one. But I'm not going to name the pilot. You can go look it up if you want to. But he was a 56-year-old Culver City man. He did agree to plead guilty on one count of unsafe operation of an unmanned aircraft. According to court documents, he will be going to federal court. He could face jail time, but his lawyer is convinced that he won't face any jail time because of, like, whatever the circumstances around it. He is basically claiming that it was like a geofencing error on, like, DJI's part, which, if this is the case, DJI didn't enact or get rid of their geofencing technology until the 13th of January, which only really rolled out in Europe and the UK first, and it's slowly rolling out here in the US as well. This accident or incident happened on January 9th, so maybe there was a geofencing error, but regardless, like, you're still responsible for flying the drone, just like you're responsible for driving a car or flying an airplane, which obviously we don't need to get into that. That's a whole other thing. But the people were saying, like, how could a drone cause that much damage to a plane? It's a flying object and it hits another object. Like, it's going to cause damage, period. The collision did cause a 3 by 6 inch hole in the plane and was out of service for several days during the heart of those firefighting efforts in Los Angeles. So definitely an issue. He is expected to appear in federal court at 4 p.m. Eastern on Friday, which you can probably find online. And to those of you saying, like, maybe he was a Part 107 pilot, I looked him up in the registry. You can look up anybody in the FAA's Airman Inquiry website to see if they're registered, and there's no information about this guy being a registered drone pilot, or at least a registered Part 107 pilot, which means he probably did not have his certification. Like I was saying originally, he was probably just a guy with a drone, which is how most accidents happen, I feel. People without the knowledge, to fly. And if it was a geofencing error, okay, but, like, also there was a TFR in Los Angeles, so, like, you should have known better anyway, because there was an active TFR, and if you were a Part 107 pilot, you probably would have known that before taking off your drone, and you probably wouldn't have taken your drone off.